out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game. We attacking, better stand back and watch them run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch.
Ryder, lock the door. Hi, Savannah. Can you hear me? Savannah, can you hear me? Oh, so you can hear me, yes or no? Okay, perfect.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Nice little juke. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields.
Why didn't he throw the fucking ball, Fields? Bum.
Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack on 1st down, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tongue rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a dangerous throw there. That's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. His 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate
bring it over here
and make the changes that you need to.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Hurry. Come on, man.
Off play action. Fields steps away. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action. Fields. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Running right through him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone.
Come on, bro.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got
They always support Blitz, man. We got to get on some T-shirts.
4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra
Buy some
point.
shirts for the kids.
And we are
That'd be
tied
awesome.
here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now
It's
as
weird.
they
The
kick it
kicking
away.
is slower.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Pick.
Defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap. Fields steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
No, God, why didn't he throw it over?
Intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles.
Man, he was
Obviously, all they
open.
needed
How did
was
I
a field
blow
goal
it?
to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the second.
Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Coup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I don't got no time.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Oh, that's into
come on.
Intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Oh, that's such bullshit.
Races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So
He
they'll get
had
another
him
shot on offense
beat. What
following
the
that
fuck?
kick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turn.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
I'm hitting the fucking button.
And they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the
I wasn't even looking.
Gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On first down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields.
No.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll run on first down. Hawkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's got all speed up there.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And this
what the fuck? Why is he throwing it that way?
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, Youngway coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He thinks I'm the Falcons. It's all good.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Another receiver hurt? What the fuck is
going
on here?
Mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Fields on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Fields eluding the pressure right.
I'm hitting the button. Like, come on, Madden. Goddamn.
Julian Okwara, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, Fields. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Play action. It's Fields. That'll be caught downfield by Byrd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Simpson. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window.
Why aren't you on him?
Into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Really call timeout.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. 3 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zero. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.